All right, on today's episode of Caliber War, we're going to talk about the 270 Weatherby Magnum. All right, 270 Weatherby Magnum was the first belted Magnum based on the 300 Holland & Holland to be developed by Roy Weatherby. It was developed in 1943. All right, came about during World War II. All right, couldn't tell you when it hit the market. Most of your ammunition makers and all had bigger fish to fry with government contracts. So you're looking at roughly a 2.55 inch cartridge case, 64 3/4 millimeter. An overall length of just shy of 3.3 inches. So the cool thing about this is it's short enough to function in a standard long action rifle. You don't need a Magnum length receiver. But this is a very, very hot cartridge. When Sammy approved it in 1994, it was 62,500 psi. It has been used by people hunting in Africa. Matter of fact, it was the first Weatherby Magnum, period, to be used to take an animal in Africa, and that was a jackal in June of 1948. So didn't exactly take anything on like your big five, but I mean it's got some power. The fact that someone was willing to take it to Africa says a lot, and I don't know who that was. It does have a much larger case, much more capacity and higher pressure available than the 270 Winchester. Your 270 Weatherby, based on bullet weight, is going to be about 200 feet per second faster across the board, but it's going to have more recoil, and your barrel is going to warm up faster. So one of those things. You are going to want longer barrels on this, just like most Magnum cartridges. If you're gonna hand load it, run it hot. That's where you're going to get your best results with. So, matter of fact, Roy Weatherby's son refers to this cartridge as his absolute favorite caliber. Long-range deer, elk, pronghorn, anything you could take with a 270 Winchester, you can absolutely take with a 270 Weatherby Magnum. But because it's the same bullet weight, it's driven a little bit faster, mass equals force equals mass times velocity, right? Obviously, you're going to have some more pop behind it, so you could reach up a little bit bigger than you might want to with a 270. All right, bullet weights, 110 to 150 grains, sound familiar? Your 110 grain bullet's going to be about 3,500 feet per second with about 3,000 pound-feet of energy. Your 130s, 33, 3350, somewhere thereabouts, with about 3225 pound-feet of energy. Your 140s, about 3250 out the muzzle with 3275 or so pound-feet of energy. And your 150 grain, just shy of 3,200 feet per second, 3150, 3175, somewhere in there, with just under 3,350 pound-feet of energy. This is a really hot cartridge that if you want something to hot rod, this would be a very good place to look.